is Mike Stanfill. I'm the instructor here at the Black Mountain Warriors Ninjutsu Club. Here we train in the ninja way, as taught by Dr. Masaaki Hatsumi, Sensei. We like to teach basic, simple techniques that are useful on the streets, as well as complicated. Remember, speed and strength are not necessary to overcome an opponent. Technique and movement is what we need here. Come with me as we show a few techniques. Here we're about to show a simple technique, what happens on the street when somebody grabs you and then threatens you with a punch at the same time. This technique is fairly simple, but very effective. Let's see. From here, I can break his arm. I can take him to the ground. Several options. As you can see right now, I'm holding him in place, and he really can't do anything, and I can do it with one arm. Now that you've seen the technique in action, we're going to break it down really slow so you get a good understanding of what took place. All right, first comes the grab. I protect it here so he can't punch me for that grab as someone would do in an assault. Here is the punch that's going to be coming at me, so I have to get out of the way. I'm going to fall back at 45. I'm going to reach over with my right hand and grab his hand, my fingers under his palm. I'm going to step back at another 45 and bring him over into this lock while my left hand comes into the shoulder and I put it behind my neck. At this point, it's easy to grab him in. As you can see, he's ready to go down or he's ready to be injured in another way. My choice. No fighting, just pure technique. Now we're going to show another street technique. If you're a young lady or even a gentleman that's been out on the street and you're walking along and some guy wants to mug you or something and grabs your hand real tight. Okay, he's got your hand. What are you going to do? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to step out with my left foot, push down, bring my thumb towards my chest, come around and move him. Simple technique. At that point, he cannot hang on to me. Now let's look at it in slow speed and break it down where you understand it. Now we're going to break it down at a real slow speed and explain it as we go along so you understand this. First, the grab. The threat from a punch. As you can see, he's got my wrist rather tight. I'm going to step out at an angle 45 degree, pushing my hand down in front of him. Fingers spread wide. I'm going to take my back foot here and pull this up to my chest. As you can see, it locks his wrist up and you can move away. Very simple, very effective. Now we're going to show an attack on the street that's probably going to be a little more violent. This technique will incorporate several movements, which we'll break down for you later. So let's take a look at what happens here. You notice I'm holding him just my body against his arm, and he's held rather tight. Very quick technique, very effective. All right, now we're going to take that technique and slow it way down and try to explain it as we go. By slowing it down, you'll be able to see several of the motions that took place and hopefully get the understanding of what's happening to this man. First is the grab. Again, protecting myself. This punch is going to come. I'm going to shift and hit him right in the pocket of his shoulder here, which stops that motion dead in its tracks. At that point, I'm going to slap, reach around the back side of his arm, and take him over onto the ground. At this point, I'm going to step forward, putting my leg right behind his elbow. And then I'm going to pull, which takes him over the other way. I'm going to kneel and put my body pressure onto this arm, which locks it up. That way I've got two hands free. I can continue on whatever I feel necessary. Okay. Now we're back to show you another technique that could happen to you on the street. It's going to be a chokehold from the front. Now, people, this is a common technique and a common thing that occurs out and about, whether it happens in your home or whether it happens on the street. You need to know how to free yourself from this without getting strangled or seriously hurt. So let's take a look at what happens. If you noticed, I was able to break his arms from around my neck and just pushed him out of the way. Follow up on this right now, it's not necessary. The thing you want to do is free yourself so you can breathe. Again, we're going to slow this down and describe what we're doing to make this man let go of us. It's an easy technique, so it should be easy to follow for you to practice at home. First, the choke. Come up underneath his elbows, and you notice my elbows and my arms are straight down. Bring them out to the side like you got wings. Push in. And what happens, this causes his hands to open up because of the pressure and just push him backwards. All right. Again, we're going to show a chokehold. Again, from the front. And we're going to show you a different way to get out of this choke. Very simple. Again, very effective. Here he comes to choke me. This one has a little bit more muscle to it because at the end, I'm going to attack him. Okay, we're going to do this again and break it down slow and explain it as we go. It looks simple the first time around, but there's a few things that need to be explained. Let's look at it. The front choke, put my hands in the prayer position, like I'm praying. Shoot them up, separate them. As you get them up here, you notice you're right about head level with this person. Cup your hands, bring them in, and slap the ears very hard. This will definitely injure the eardrums, cause pain, and you can escape quite easily. All right. We've shown you some simple techniques, and now we're going to show you something a little more violent. We're going to put a knife into a person's hand here that's going to try to rob me. While this is a dangerous technique, do not do this at home with a real weapon. I suggest you come to class to see how to do it correctly. Knives and guns are taught here. We use simulated weapons, no live blades. Our guns are allowed in this class. Let's take a look at how this man's going to rob me. Here, does not matter. Thing is, he's on the ground, I'm safe. A rather difficult technique maybe for some. With practice and patience, anyone can do this. This is why we say strength and speed are not necessary here. We can overcome bigger opponents, faster opponents, with our simple techniques and our movement. Ninjutsu is often called the art of winning and the art of movement. Taijutsu. Now that you've seen some of our beginning techniques and easier techniques, we have a lot more to show. Here at the Black Mountain Warriors Ninjutsu Club, we follow the Bujinkan that was taught to me from years ago. I'm a martial artist. I've been at this for 40 years. I have several black belts, and I'm considered a master teacher in this art. We invite you to join us. We have small classes, and our classes are very inexpensive. I would like for you to come join us and learn this vast art. Here we train in traditional ninjutsu as it was taught by Dr. Masaaki Hatsumi of the Bujinkan. I studied under him for many years, along with Stephen Hayes and his program in Dayton, Ohio. I've studied under many teachers in this art and have enjoyed every one of them. I would like for you to come and study with us. You will enjoy learning 9 different martial arts at once from the 9 families. We study all kinds of weapons, knives, pistols, rifles, swords, flexible weapons, hanbo, bow staff. All of these are taught here, and we'd like for you to see what it's about. We'd like for you to make friends with us because we are a family here at Black Mountain Warriors. At the end of this, you will see the cost as well as an email address where you can contact me. I will get back with you as soon as I can and answer any questions that you might have. Have a nice day.